video today. Basically, Dad's Anglia has only ever gone to like the Sprint series, so it's never really been like cam scrutineered. It's always been just the AASA club level type stuff. And so we've had to put a 6mm scatter shield over the bell housing. That's all finished. I didn't video that. We're going to the Winton Festival of Speed in August, I think it is. The next thing we need to do, they're happy with the scatter shield, but the gearbox cover, like the tunnel and firewall and the footwell were all made out of like 1mm alloy. So basically today I'm just gonna fold some stuff out of 3mm checker plate as requested. Then yeah, that'll be one last thing for the Anglia before I can actually race against cars a little bit more in its age group. And so yeah, we'll do that and maybe do a bit of work on the motorbike. That was an easy one. That's just the firewall. Just need a 10mm kick or a turn on the end of that, so that's good. Next thing is the gearbox cover, hacked and battered probably from when we changed it from a 202 to a 250 pre-cross load. So I'll make a new fresh one of them, and then you'll have to cut a hole in it. And this here is there's the footwell, and there's a big hole in it because that's an access panel. Because it's so tight with the exhaust, we need that access panel to kind of get. It's only one of the manifold studs. It's really hard, but when we get the starter motor out, that's like a one-day ordeal. So that's important. All right, that one. Probably can't hear me with that on. Guillotine gets a bit loud here and again. Anyway, that's it for that one. I can nearly get all of the cuts out except for a little notch there, and obviously that's a hole there, and I'll let him decide what to go is with that square piece. One thing I forgot to mention is if you're dealing with checker plate and you want the checkers on the outside or whatever, it's just a habit, but I should have mentioned that you lay your template upside down and then you don't have to think about it. That's most of the guillotine cutting done. There's a couple of small notches to do with the grinder, which I can't get on the straight line of the Gillo. That was a real rough way of doing it, but for what it is, it's the same, so all good. It's kind of hard for me to mark an irregular shape. These two pieces have a 10mm return. One of them is like 30 degrees, the other one's like 80. The one that's about 80 degrees, I'm probably not going to quite make it, because with the V blocks, that size there is supposed to be material thickness times 8, so 3/8 are 24, and that's the right one for it. But because it's only a 10mm return, the edge of the plate won't actually make it across to the other side of the block. But that's all right, so we'll get away with it because it's alloy and they're not full like over 90s or anything like that. So we'll swap that around now and fold them up. She's a manual old girl, this one, so to get the blade in the center of the V, got to get these screws and like do them up for a while until it's in the center, and that's pretty important or else it won't fold anything. Pretty happy with those covers. So yeah, it's still pretty early in the night, and this is my Kawasaki 250G. It's a 1981 250, obviously. At Christmas time, I thought I'd give it a clean, and next minute it's a frame, so that just escalated. Anyway, so this rear swing arm, I've had the rattle gun on it, undoing it, and it spins freely. I know what you guys do if you've had experience with the swing arm, but I've had the rattle gun like spinning the bolt, nothing. Smashed the end of the bolt, still nothing. I've heated it up, put it in the press, and like enforced the frame, still nothing. So tonight I'm going to cut this out, and fingers crossed we can get a bolt, because it seems to be hard to find parts anything older than 10 years now. So I'm going to cut it out and get a swing arm bolt. mess of that. Maybe it rusted to the shaft. The shaft seems to be alright, but hopefully I can get a new swing arm. Yes, gotta get lucky. Found a swing arm for my bike. There it is, comes with a pin. Coming from Appleton, Wisconsin, United States, so that's good. Now, hopefully that comes quick so I can make another video on the KZ, and thanks for watching.